D'FunkaVinci here. D'Funk forever, Compton love for life. We in here, getting it in, and we gonna do the funk all day and most of the night here. And this is George D'FunkaVinci Hudson coming at you from Full Funk Vibes, brought to you by 9 on the Grind TV. Funk from your front seat. Okay? This is George. Oh, I had to change the sound, y'all. I had to change the sound. Okay, here we go. D'FunkaVinci coming at you, y'all. So we're gonna kick it off today. We got a good show for you today. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm doing today in the art world of funk, and then I'm gonna show you guys some other things that I got cooking today. And today we got a special guest, and that would be Panthers, Miss Panthers, April Wynn. She is a funk bass player for numerous bands, and she's gonna be here to get it in too. Okay, so right now, with no further ado, let's get into it, y'all, and let's bring this queen in here, and we gonna do the thing. Okay, so here we go. Hey, what's up? Y'all in the building here.
Hey, babe, D'FunkaVinci.
We got Miss Panthers on the line, y'all, and we gonna bring it in, and we gonna talk some things. You know, we gonna just shoot the shit all day on this hour that we got the screen. All right. So what's up, babe? How you doing?
Oh, good. Just rocking on your show, babe. Funking on
Rocking
your
on the
show.
All right, all right, all right. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm just sitting here parlaying. I'm real happy to have you, on the show today. I started off with a little bit of let's just say uncertainty on my part, but it's all good. It's all good. And if you sit back a little bit, I can see you a little better because of darkness. There you go. There you go. I see all that beautiful face going on right now.
Hey.
Yeah, I see you got your funk gear on today.
Y'all ready?
I see you. I see you. Yeah. So what's been going on with you lately?
Oh, not much besides filming for you and your show, babe. Watching you get your funk on and your groove and things. But other than that, for y'all that don't know, I am an artist, musician, entrepreneur, deep funketeer, and all that above. I film for various artists and events. I do spotlight artist layouts and video artist shows, because sometimes, you have shows and you don't have footage of yourself, so I've done a lot of traveling, filming various artists so they could have, good footage, to keepsake and things like that. And basically, sometimes I have so much going on. Music is just, that music life, My website is misspanthers.com. So you can go on there. I have band performances, outings, interviews, a lot of celebrity artists in my magazine that I was doing before the layouts and things like that. So right now, I just finished a song in the studio called Mind Games. One of our past band members wanted to do a song, so we got together to make that happen. It'll be out probably another week or two, called Mind Games. It'll be on my site. Everything will be on my site that I'm talking about today. We're working on another one. So right now, I'm back in a band again. I'm in and out, playing and the whole work. So I'm back into so the band I was in before the bid. I don't know if we can say the COVID.
Okay.
System X. And also recently did background for Stone Maker the director of Wu-Tang. So about a month or two ago. So in between Wu-Tang's show on the road, um, we'll be doing some stuff. I guess they'll be through probably in October. So we'll be back, doing some stuff with Stone Maker. He's a hell of a guitar player. He's like a prince and all that together. He was there, babe. He was rocking.
Yeah, he was funky. I give him that. He was on that one. I tell you, that was a good show.
Yeah, he's good. So, I'm just working on a few things here and there, trying to keep the music alive, and my funk going.
I know that's right. I know that's right. But hey, check it. If there was any other like an instrument that you would want to play, what would that one be?
If I had what, babe?
Another like any other musical instrument other than a bass that you'd be playing, what would you play?
I always like drums. I wanted to play them at one time. So I actually put my son in drum class so he could teach me the basics and I could go from there. But he really wasn't interested. He did a little bit. So I'm like, okay, let me focus on one thing because even though um, I've been playing bass, for some years. I just haven't had time to just play it consistent because I was always either filming or doing my show. I've done uh, radio shows, my magazine. Then I opened a cafe. So my bass playing, I guess, being my hobby, but I just haven't, got into it like I really want to. But that bass is funky as hell. So I still play a lot of songs, in the band, here and there, do my thing, funking it up. So also besides the music world, I always have I do have a serious side where um I am with ACFA SA, which is a organization here, uh, um, stand for accountability. Let me get it straight. uh, so it's stand for accountability that we hold. Well, it's not. I guess some people would think that the organizations here, Act for SA, is more like against police officers and this and that, but it's actually not. It's keeping the community safe between the community and the police officers. But so much going on. You have to have a group in every city to make a stand. On certain things because if we don't, things get out of hand sometimes. So I enjoy that with ACFA SA. We go to the city and speak. We go to VIA, and speak. We march, protest, the whole works. And then I used to hold a campaign for domestic violence, but they got a little steep, because um, you hear so many stories. It kind of gets hard sometimes, but I do every year in October acknowledge, domestic violence still. I have a song out there specifically for domestic violence. It's kind of um it may be funny in a way, but it's to the point to where you know what I'm talking about. But I have a serious
Mhm.
life where I do, things sometimes, I'm cook some stuff, for homeless people on the street. If I see a family there, I'll go make some hot dogs, take a few drinks, stuff like that. But, I kind of stay involved in the community because we all need to stay involved with certain things and not just go on about our business and just do us, because if we don't help each other, we just don't have, anything because it's a community thing. So I just want to
Mhm.
put that out there, that, it's just not the music life that, I do and have fun with. I take the everything else serious, that I do on the side too.
Oh, okay. I feel you. I feel you on that. And wait, hold that thought for 1 second. Okay. I'm sorry. I had to do that. I had to go get my shirt too.
Oh, oh, well, see, yours
I
have
had to go
more
get
than
it.
I did.
Yeah, I had to do it. Had to do it.
It's all right. You rocking,
See what
man.
it
You
is.
rocking. You
See what it is. It's
funky.
all of
You
that. All of
funky.
that. Bam. You see? And you know what? What you were speaking of, yeah, what do you think about that Alabama brawl at the riverfront?
Um, that was some excitement. Like they say, I don't condone violence, but you
Yeah.
know, I think everybody pretty much, I'm gonna say our race pretty much didn't have didn't have anything negative to say about it because for one, the way it started and how it started was wrong, you know.
Right.
But the way, the people came back and handled that, you know, I liked it. Like I say, I don't condone violence. But
Yeah.
it just, I think it was good to see our people helping each other because you hear so much about um our race, we doing this to each other, we killing each other, this and that. Every race is doing something.
Exactly.
We have some people that's, doing massive shootings here and there, or whatever. It's a lot going on. So it's not a particular race that's doing this and this. But I say that because, it's just good to see our people come and help out. And that's what we need to be doing. We can't say that everybody, we can't say that everybody should get along. We want that to happen. But in all, we are all different people. We all have different mental, issues. We think different, we act different, so we just can't put that and say, well, everybody should just get along, period. It's just not going to happen. We just have to do the best we can and come together and make it happen because we have had a history of just pure hate. And it's bad to say that all these years, we hated so much to where, so much is not being handled. You would think that maybe the president or somebody, would sign something that say, okay, yeah, I know it's something for hate crime, but the officers and things like that, and these killings and stuff like that, that's unnecessary killings, it needs to be more than just a slap on the wrist sometime. Now I can't say that in some cities right now it is being handled. A lot of things are being handled. And that's the way it should be because it should be fair across the board, no matter what your
Mhm.
race, skin color, or anything is, because it's crazy how you could think that you're above somebody because of the color of your skin. Because you cut yourself, they cut they self, what, they blood is a different color?
No, it's not. We
Same,
all bleed the same color, all the
exactly the
organs in the
same thing.
same place. We all configured the same way. The only difference is this skin tone.
Yeah, and now everybody's mixed these days. It's not
Yeah,
where it's a Pacific, white, black, brown, yellow, whatever. Everybody's mixed. Everybody's, yeah, not everybody, but I'm saying the majority is mixed.
yeah.
You have
And
a little,
before another 50 years or 100 years, it's gonna be everybody mixed. You
yeah,
know, if you look at it,
yeah,
yeah, it's gonna
yeah.
be like that.
Yeah,
See?
they really need to stop with that because all this extra they doing with black folks is ridiculous.
Yep.
Our world is so crazy right now since COVID hit, 2019. We having a little bit of everything, climate change. Matter of
Yep.
fact, that's what our song is about, mind games. It's about
Mm-hmm.
what's happening in the world. You have climate change. You have, you know, a lot of places that's been catching on fire, and we know it's not just all of a sudden just start burning.
Yeah.
Look at the situation in Hawaii where they coming up saying, they couldn't get out because they were blocked in, little things that's coming out. The world is just mad right now. We
Okay.
need some love in the world. It's like, what's wrong with people? We can't live like that.
That's true. And
You
you
know,
know what? Look. Watch this. This I found my new 911. Okay, I ain't gonna hit 911 no more. From now on, it's gonna be this. That's my new 911.
dang, I need my chair.
Hey, got one of them too. It's sitting up
Yeah,
right
yeah.
there. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You
that
gotta
was
have
on
a
point, right?
chair. Yeah, yeah. That way you got you loaded and ready to get it out. You know. See, so yeah. But but tell me this. Let's see. When when was the first time you even picked up the bass?
When was the first time I picked up a bass?
Yeah.
Uh, Actually, about 78.
78?
Yeah, because that was when I kind of first got in the band back in 78. I was
Mm-hmm.
my band brothers were Funketeers, and I was the young one coming in. That's how I learned about funk and the black lights, and the album covers and and things like that, and
Mm-hmm.
other things that was going on back in those days.
Okay,
Uh,
okay, okay. All right.
that's when I took a guitar for a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and I played, the regular box guitar for a minute, but I was like, no, that's not funky enough. So I started playing bass, and then so I just pretty much just stuck with that.
Were you self taught or you went to a class for that?
Well, kind of self-taught because some of my band members, taught me here and there. I took a few classes at Guitar Center a couple of times because at one time uh, I wanted to work with different people because everybody have different styles,
Mm-hmm.
and um, some have more of a rock style, some have more of a funk style, or whatever. But the thing is, when I started playing wrong because a lot of times when you self-taught and you start from the streets, you don't play what you're supposed to be playing. You don't use the right fingers. You don't learn notes correctly and stuff. So you learn the wrong way for years. And then at one time, I even like Nick West,
Mm-hmm.
I did one of her courses because she's really cool. So we chat and stuff like that. And so the reason I did her course because I wanted to just stop everything I was doing, and I wanted to just pretend I didn't know anything, and I wanted to start from scratch, from each note, from the strings, to everything, from the little kitty songs, all the way up. So I
Mm-hmm.
did that for a while, but like I said, it's one of those what do you call it, jack of all trades, master of none. That's true.
That's me
I've
too. That's
always
me.
done so many things. I felt like I haven't, had the time to sit down and master a lot of things because I'm so rounded in everything else. But I like it because I'm just steady moving, and I like music. That's why I said at one time I was just traveling the chilling circuit, filming
Mm-hmm.
the Southern Soul Market, and I filmed for the Blues Awards in Memphis for about 5 years. Just covering everything from the day people walk in, the shows, the whole works, and that's about a 3-4 day weekend, a 4 day week type thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I've just done so much in the music world. That's why I say, for those that don't know, just go to my website, misspanthers.com. It's probably on the site right there.
Yep.
MCPANTHERESS.com.
Yep.
D'FunkaVinci has a page on there with some of your
Yes.
artwork. I have an artist, but his family also stylist. He just came out with a new CD called Stylist Soul.
Shout
And
out to Stylist.
huh?
I say shout out to Stylist.
Yeah. He sounds
Yeah.
like um oh the slow melody. I can't think his name right now.
Let's
But
just put it like this: the
Google.
brother can sing. Okay.
Huh?
I said, let's just put it like this: the brother can sing.
Yeah. He really can sing. I can't think of who
Mm-hmm.
that I always tell him he sound like, but he sing like various artists. He just did a video with Bad News. Bad News been moving because he's
Mm-hmm.
Sir Charles artist. So him and Stylist, been getting together doing some stuff. But I help manage stylists, if you need contracts, or booking or whatever, I'm in the back hall doing the background and stuff because he's focusing on other things and he might not know some of the ins and outs here. And since I've been doing this so long, because I used to bring a lot of shows here, have shows at some of the clubs with some of the club owners that didn't know how to, book shows and things. We brought like Big Rob, Nelly Travis, a few guys here and stuff like that. But so I do all that in the background. But yeah, he's rocking. Yeah.
You notice I said sang. I didn't say sing because the difference is you sing, that means using the church choir, you can hit one or two notes.
Right.
When you sang, oh man, you could put the feeling in somebody,
Yeah.
That's what singing is.
Yeah, he does this thing. And I a couple of years ago I was managing Garland Green, the legendary Garland Green. So I would help him on all his back ends, his bookings and things like that, managing his um, uh, funds and everything that come in from his royalties and stuff like that. He kind of slowed down a little bit because he'd been out there for a minute. Jealous Kind of Fella was his main groove. And see, I heard that when I was younger in school, Jealous Kind of Fella. And he's a really nice guy. So now he's doing some stuff with the Shy-Lights. So he's doing some stuff with Shy-Lights. But like I say, I've done a lot of things in the music industry. I interviewed a lot of people from I don't even know where to begin.
You just multi-functified. That's all.
Yeah, I've interviewed so many people and artists. Like I say, you go to MissPanthers.com, you're gonna see me all over the place, filming, interviewing people, and the whole work. So I can say my life has been fun. I'm retired. Well, you know that. I'm retired now, kicking back, chilling with Babe, helping him, film his show because he's back kicking
That's
it.
right. You should make that a song, Multi-Functified by Panthers. Yeah, by Miss Panthers. Multi-Functified.
Right. That's what you gotta do when you love the business. You gotta keep doing some stuff. It's hard to sit still when you have so many things going in your mind, and then somebody call you and they like, hey, I'm trying to do this, what I do, or I need a spotlight artist layout. My editor, Lisa Lewis, she is a hell of a editor. And we have done some really nice layouts. We did a nice layout for what's his name off Chris Jasper, Ozzy Brothers. We did. Oh man, yeah. The list goes on.
Oh, that's right. So, and tell me this: are you ready and prepared for the Funkateers Ball?
Oh yeah, sure. I got my outfit going and stuff. I got some stuff that I'm finna step out with. Babe, how we roll.
That's
we
right.
Be full funkified when we get there.
Okay,
We're on the way. the whole weekend.
Okay, ain't nothing to it but the funk and do it.
Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah.
I can't wait personally because you get to meet up with all the true funketeers,
Yeah.
some of the heavy hitters,
Yeah.
people that are immersed in funk so deep, and it's fun. It's all get out fun. And I hate that I missed the first four of them. I think I missed the first four of them,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just glad that able to get to the ones that we can got to. You see?
Yeah. Because
Yep.
actually, last year we decided that week that we were going because we said we wasn't going that year,
Right.
and
Yep.
we ended up going. We was like, no, we can't miss it. So we ended up driving all those
Yeah.
hours at the last minute because you did a pair of shoes for you. What the day? What a day
The
before?
day before. The day before. Yep.
Yeah.
And then once I finished it, I only got 2-3 hours sleep and had to get up and drive.
Yeah, yeah. And see, this year, you done so many like shirts, designs, CDs, shoes.
Yes.
Vinci gonna be all up in the Funketeers ball.
Oh yeah.
But you
Yeah.
can sit here for about a month or two doing shoes after shirts, CD albums, and all
Yeah.
that.
Oh
DeFunkaVinci
yeah.
is all up in the Funketeers ball this year.
Oh yeah. And look, even if we wasn't gonna be present or something like that, the presence of the shoes and stuff is gonna be there. you
Yeah,
know, they
yeah,
would be there. See, and it's crazy, man. I mean, just been blessed with it. And even the heavy hitters of the P Funk world, acknowledging me. And that's a big thing. To me. You see.
right, right.
So it's like an honor to do album covers and stuff like that, and the shoes for people, and I try to keep it, I guess you can say as inexpensive as possible, so people can afford to go ahead and get me to do the stuff,
Right.
you know, and that's the thing. I've seen people charging, I mean, crazy amounts just to do the shoes. I don't use a print press on the shoes. I use these.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
so it's by hand.
yeah.
Yeah.
Details off the chain, and they also have to realize that you know you even though you're trying to help everybody out, with what you charge, you know I'm grateful when you do my artwork and stuff, my shoes and stuff, because I see you with all this ink and paint, airbrushing and stuff, and I know that costs. So that's the main
Yeah.
thing that that shows how much you love what you do, because all that ink and stuff and time costs, but your details is off the chain.
Oh yeah. Well, I try to. That's one of my styles. Real, hardcore detailing.
Uh-huh.
I try to stay detailed with it. As you know, I took my style, mixed it with Overton Lloyd, mixed it with Pedro Bell, and with Stozo the Clown, and
Right.
all of those come up with the D'FunkaVinci style together.
Mhm.
See, so that's my own style, and those are my P Funk art heroes. You see.
Right.
Yeah. See, so when I do your stuff, I'm putting all that love into it. See?
That's right.
Hey, that's what it is, baby. That's what it is. And see, this right here, this sign right here, I gotta draw it, but that's my new one of my new logo things, because you got the black on one side, and then you got the brown on the other. You
Hmm.
see? So that's my new funk sign right there, you know. So that's what I'm doing. And then you already seen that one symbol that I drew on my hoodie and stuff, and on the hat with the P Funk
Right.
sign, the tongue hanging out and everything.
Hmm.
I based that face off of George Clinton. Okay, I just basically made his face into a P Funk sign.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
said tongue hanging out, you mommy.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. This is a story about a famous dog. That's right.
I must
That's
I
it.
chase the cat. That's what the dog and
Oh,
me.
yeah.
Oh, I keep
Oh,
how
your
to know
Panthers. Okay.
my
All
panther
right.
that
Right.
that,
Right.
that you got me because I like the
Yeah.
panther
The Panthers.
all day, y'all, all day. Some
Wait,
about
I got
those.
a question. I got a question. What made you think of the name Miss Panthers?
Um, it's kind of weird, but when I was
Okay.
younger, how you used to watch like Animal Kingdom on weekends or whatever. So I
Mm-hmm.
used to watch, all the animals and stuff, and the panther always stood out, because I just thought they were so, how they walk all smooth and they just cold black, and they just sit back quiet and just check everything out, but they can get
Mm-hmm.
vicious at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah,
I'm like,
that's
that's
true.
me right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
And
yeah, they just smooth. I still love the Panthers, because I just, it's just the whole thing about them, the nature of a panther. They just really pretty, but just to see them, chilling in a tree, just chilling, like okay, But yeah, in a heartbeat, they'd be like all over you, So I think that's what kind of drew me to it, At
mhm.
first. Now I don't know when it kicked in, but it kicked in, and I've been the Panthers ever since.
And they're one of the animals out there that you won't see coming at night.
Yeah, yeah.
You will not see them coming at night. Hey, that's smooth. Yeah. And that's what I'm talking about, boy. Oh, I love them Panthers too, boy. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know
See,
you
that's
do.
hands down. See,
I know you
and
do.
when was the first time you ever went to a Parliament show?
Uh, I don't know how old I was, but I know that I went several times when I was younger, and one time I missed the whole show. Uh, that was back in the day when the whole place was smoky. You was taking your drinks in and everything, in the party life. And I was getting it in. I had my little drinks and stuff, at the concert. And I think it was I don't remember if it was the skull or the mothership or whatever. All I remember was everything was going on when they opened the curtains. And my favorite song is Cosmic Slop. You know, I
Oh
stood
yeah.
up, got a hairbrush, sat down, and didn't wake up to the end of the show.
But that wasn't your first show, was it?
No, that wasn't my first show. I can't really remember when my first show was, but I
Mm-hmm.
just remember that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 'cause I've been several times, because growing up, I used to hit some concerts.
Okay.
Definitely used to hit some concerts.
I remember mine. Mine was 1976. I
Good
won.
Lord, you remember?
Yeah, I won tickets off the radio show 1580K Day in LA.
Oh, okay.
I won tickets. I was the 15th caller. So,
Uh-huh.
oh, I was excited. Get down to the radio station, got tickets, got a poster, got an album, and an 8 track, and some 1580K Day merch, T-shirt and stuff, and then went to the concert. And I had 4 tickets. They gave me 4 tickets, so I had to decide who am I gonna take because we were all young. I know me for sure. So
Uh,
it was my brother, my uncle, and my aunt.
uh-huh.
And then a friend, my god sister, she won tickets before me. She had 4 tickets. So my aunt, she was wanting me to give my tickets to her friend Angie and them across the street. I was like, well, look, no, me, my brother, and my uncle, and you. I said, you're gonna have to talk Keena into giving up them tickets to your friends, And they had to chaperone me because I was still like shoot, maybe 14 at most, in my
In
age.
diapers, or you could have
Yeah,
worn your
so I had
diaper.
to
You
be
could have worn your
chaperoned.
diaper like
Oh, get out of here with that diapers.
you're
But
supposed to
hey,
dress the
it
part,
was
babe.
fun.
But have you ever went to the concert and dressed the part? You're supposed to dress the
No,
part.
no. At that time, all I had was a T-shirt. You know, a Parliament T-shirt. I had that. Take Funk to Heaven in '77. That one. And yeah, so it was Long Beach Arena. You know, out there in Long Beach. And it was a funk fest. And then I went to the funk fest in LA right
Oh, okay.
after that because I got tickets for that too.
Hmm.
Yeah. So that was fun. Yeah. That was on the one.
I
Okay.
know it would.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, like, you're from here in San Antonio. About how many times have they ever came here, Parliament?
Have they came here? I really don't
Like,
know.
no, how many times have you seen here?
How many times what?
Yeah. How many times have you noticed that they had came here to play?
Oh, I really don't know. I can't even tell you because oh, I have no idea. Cause see,
Okay.
um, we used to get a lot of concerts that come through here, and
Mm-hmm.
then it slowed down for a while, and then the artists would go to Dallas, Houston, Austin, and then San Antonio would have to, us in San Antonio would have to at least travel to Austin or somewhere to go to a concert. I guess because of the ticket sales, too. When it comes to music, past Austin, it kind of slowed down, even with, radio stations and gigs and things like that, so I can't really say, how many times it came because I know I've been to so many concerts here and Austin and Houston and all that. I can't even keep up. I really can't tell you. All I know is
Oh, I know that's right.
I was hitting them, the concerts.
You know what?
I know, uh, oh man, I just don't even have idea. I remember going to, I think my first concert uh, that I went to before I was of age was James Brown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my dad
That was.
dropped my brothers off, it was like $1 or something like that. It's like, go have fun. It was like, okay, so.
Knowing that you played in multiple bands, uh, what was the favorite band that you actually played with that you really had more fun than the others?
Uh, well, the band that we had when I was younger called Private Property. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and the band that I'm in right now, out of those two bands, was my favorite because everybody in there is more funky. Now, of course, depending on the venue, we have to play, according to the audience and things like that. But my first band was called Private Property, and
Okay.
we wore, I wore the camisole, with the fishnets and heels, and all that, and guys were wearing these big silver platform boots and stuff like that, and everybody
Mm-hmm.
just, it was like family, and I'm the little sister, and so sometimes, in and out, we're all group up together one way or another somewhere. Just like the song that we just did. These are guys from my old band from back in
Yeah.
'78 somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, every time we get together, it's just like family, And then the band that I'm in now, System XO, used to be, we had another name, during COVID, and
Mm-hmm.
what before COVID hit, and we were playing every weekend. We were rolling, and
Mm-hmm.
mostly everybody, in that band is funky. The main ones, it was like me, June, Skip, and um, like a few other ones in and out here and there, but
Uh,
it's just natural funk. So when you get with those guys, you just blend in like family because that's what you like.
okay.
Yeah. So out of those two bands, those my favorite, of all time.
Nice. Nice. I know that's right. I mean, the only band I ever played in was a high school, and that was limited. Um, yeah, that was limited. I did. I was in a rap group, you could say. It's called IROC, Invincible Rhyme,
Oh, that song
originating.
y'all did was hot. What was the name of that song?
Oh, I came from the pound. That
Uh,
song. I
yeah,
came from the pound, and mixture of Atomic Dog and More Bounce and the Underdog theme song. I mixed all of that together. I was the DJ in the group, and I had maybe one verse. Okay, had one verse in the song, and it was pretty cool. We did that for a minute, and things went sideways because we young, you know,
right.
and we didn't know how to keep it together, but we did the thing for a minute, and I was the one programming beats and making scratches and all that stuff, you know. And I've been so busy with my art, as you know, I got a lot of stuff that I've been putting together because I'm trying to put CD out there as far as music goes, so people can sample. You
Right.
see, so but I haven't been able to touch it a lot because the art, you
Hmm.
know. I've been so busy with that. It's crazy.
So do
You
you feel
see?
like that you wish you would have done more music or
Yeah, actually, that's a fact because I had to join the military, to make money and try to help my mom get out of Compton.
right?
Okay, so because it was bad,
Yeah,
um, accomplished that mission, but the trade off was I had to stop music for a while.
yeah.
And then while I was in Germany, I actually DJ and helped produce a whole album for this rap group called Group Therapy.
Uh huh.
Okay, in Germany, it was four rappers from the East Coast, and that fell through because they was all doing some old crazy stuff.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
but it was for 2 for 1 production, um, now called Picasso J. Yeah, a friend of mine who's the big dog in that. So yeah, I did a lot of music work for them. I still got all the tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a long story, but I even got BMI. I'm on BMI DJ 5.0
Hmm.
or DJ HUD. I had two names. Yeah. So yeah, I did it. I wish I would have not joined the military and stuck with the music. You see what I'm saying? That would have been
Yeah,
something.
but being in the military was beneficial. When you younger coming up and you want to do so many things and you just happen to stay in something that's beneficial, you don't
Yeah,
realize it till you get older. If I would have done it,
exactly.
I wouldn't have been, able to do this where I'm at to retire and, certain things because that's why I say, with me, I wish I could have done more music and more focus, but
Mm,
I'm doing 50 million jobs, but what people didn't know that, some of my cousins didn't even know I worked all those years. They're like, what?
mm.
You got a job? I'm like, yeah,
Oh,
you might not think I'm working because I'm traveling on weekends, I'm flying out here and there, but I was working. I was
yeah.
working like 2 or 3 jobs. All my life, I've been actually working 2 or 3 jobs. But in between that, I was, in entertainment or whatever. And sometimes
Mhm.
I think, you know, I'm like, man, I'm sitting down, I'm playing my bass. I'm like, I wish I knew all these songs. I didn't have to sit here and, and try to learn them. But, some of them you already know just from hearing it for years. but you always want to be better at something than you are. You always want to be better. But when I sit down and think about it, I'm like, God's plan for me is where I'm at. Because if
Yeah.
I would have done that and I wouldn't have been working, I wouldn't have been able to retire right now. And when you get older, it's like, okay, I don't want to work every day. I want to do fun stuff, even though I've done
Yeah.
fun stuff. You know what I'm saying?
It matters,
And that's why I say, the route that you took was, beneficial for you, even though you
Yeah.
didn't think so at the time. And that's why, that's when I started my magazine, On Live magazine. The, the main reason that I started that magazine was because so many artists was struggling. Well, not say was, but always struggling sometimes, because it's hard, because there's so many good artists out there that you have to compete with. And by working with Garland Green, being a legend, and seeing that, how at his age, how he's like still at that time trying to get gigs, and some of the legendary artists, because you have all these new groups come up, and the younger generation, they spend money. They're gonna go to these younger shows, but the legendary people, with the age group, they go out less.
Mm-hmm.
It was harder for them to get shows at a later age, because we're more to where I might go to that show, or I might not, because I have to pay bills. The younger generation gonna go to these rap shows, so they're like, I'll do a bill next month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that's why, I started off acknowledging legendary artists. So I
Wow.
started off with a lot of legends, Howard Hewitt. I had a long interview with him. He told me his whole story, but he's a really good guy. But I was blessed to have as many uh, legendary artists, in that allowed me to interview them and tell a story and put them on the cover and everything. Because, like I say, uh, my editor, Lisa Lockhart, is off the chain. Everything was colorful. We might have one page with yellow, blue, green, purple. You know what I'm saying? So when you turn the page, it's like, wow, nothing was boring. Nothing was black and white. Everything was banging,
Mm-hmm.
but that was the reason I did that, because I felt like this is my part to help in the music industry, because that's what I like to do. Well, that's what I love to do, because when I was doing, I did a TV show in Houston that aired like three times a week. My show
Mm-hmm.
was called Love What I Do. So when I would interview an artist or whatever, whether they were new or legendary, I didn't leave the new artists out, because they have to, jump in too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when I interview somebody, my slogan was, okay, at the end, the artist would say, I love what I do. Because you always gonna love what you do. That don't mean somebody else gonna love what you do.
That's
So
fact.
yeah, so that was the name of my show. I love what I do.
You know what I found out over years, drawing and trying to get my music thing going. I learned now that you just don't listen to the haters, that try to criticize what you do and say you ain't gonna make no money doing this, that, and the other. Don't listen to them. Just keep doing it,
Mm-hmm.
because apparently you're doing something right for it to catch their attention. You
Right.
see, they don't want you to get ahead of them. See,
Mm-hmm.
that I understood now. I realized, and that's what made me think that I wish I could go back in them years, get back to where I was at 14, 15, and keep doing what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
You see, and no telling where I'd probably be right now. Even though I got in the military and I was still trying to follow what I do with the music. The military was good. I give it that. It brought some benefits to the table. Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, definitely. Um, but I wish I would have just stuck to it and stayed like in in school. I was going to college. I was at Compton College, and I was going to transfer from there and go to LaSalle. And I was just going to keep going with it, and But like I said, if I lived in if I grew up in a different neighborhood other than Compton, and don't get it twisted, I love my city, Compton, and if I grew up in a different city, it'll probably been a different outcome.
Mm-hmm.
You see, it'd have been a different outcome. But yeah, I wouldn't trade where I live, for the world. I love my city, you see. But, I'm going to tell you this. I just want to know, well, let's just say, wait a minute. Let's see. Let me rewind. Rewind. I want to show you something. I want to show you something. Look, this is what I did not too long ago. That's the design I made for 13.
13.
It's the Funko Pop 13.
Uh-huh.
And I'm working on a series, the 3GP Funko Pop series. The next one in line is going to be Pop, and then I'm going to do Brandy, Candy Apple Red, the rest of the 3GP crew, Garrett. See, George got a Funko Pop too. See, which you can see back here. I got the Funko Pop George Clinton, and so I said, well, why not 3GP? So I decided to design it, to start designing. Hopefully, Funko will give me a call to produce those. You see, use my work for that. That'd be cool. You see. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully, and then I can sneak in a Panthers Funko Pop. Yeah, holding the bass. Wait, I got a question for you. Who's your favorite bassist?
Who's my favorite what?
Bass player.
Oh, my favorite bass player?
Yeah.
Oh man. I have to honestly say I don't have a favorite.
Okay, because there's so many.
It's so many that I like. I love Nick West. A lot of some people don't know about her because she, performs a lot out of the country. But she is a hell of a bass player, a hell of a female bass player.
Yeah.
It's so many. It's just so many awesome bass players. I just really don't have a favorite because sometimes, if I'm watching YouTube or something, I'm just so amazed at everybody's different styles and talent, because it's not easy. It's something that you have to stay on to get all the extra licks in, the different sounds, it's just a craft that you just have to do all the time. And I admire them to, to sit there and do all the different creations and talent that they do. So I really don't have one. It's so many. I love the Larry Graham style. Bootsy. I don't have a favorite. I mean, they're all awesome. I just love music. Period. I listen to everybody's music. I don't care what genre it is. I've had people inbox me their music. Hey, I just got a new, song out. What do you think about it? And I'm like, it sounds good. It's awesome. And a lot of times, stuff that we do or play might not sound good to somebody else, but when you sit there and realize, how they had to sit there and come up with this song, put this music together, these bass lines, guitar lines, and everything is special, and to me, I just like listen to, how, I don't know, it's just a talent, period, but that's just the way I am, about music. Now, there's some things, we might not like or whatever, but who are we to judge? If we didn't have music, we didn't have these people sit down and make music, whether we like it or not, what we have. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So much music, we have to love what these people do. You know,
That
music is relaxing. You know, it relieves stress. You know, the whole works. But you know, I didn't mean to get all off into that. You know, it's the bass thing. But I don't have a favorite bass player. I just like just to listen to it. You know.
I don't have a favorite either. There's so many. I mean, I do know my favorite female bass player. I know that one, you know, and she's sitting right here talking to me.
Hey,
So
hey.
that's what I'm talking about. Hey, look, remember this?
Uh huh.
Yeah, these little this patch. I drew the design, and my buddy Bernard had it made. And man, I love this fact, and it's like, I mean, it's so on point. I was like, I had to. I'm glad he just blessed me with a couple of these. Had to do that. You know, I've done
Yeah.
a lot of.
Bernard does some. Excuse me. But Bernard does some really cool patches.
He do, he
Yeah, I
do
mean, hey, you know, most of our patches come from Bernard, and you
exactly.
know, a lot of your drawings and stuff that's on the patches, the T-shirts, the 13, the one that you did for 13 with the whole shirt, you know,
Yeah,
covered with
all over print.
that's awesome
Yeah.
too. Yeah,
Oh yeah, did a lot of them. You know what? And it took me the longest to get it to where I can do all the all over print shirts. You know, I had to at first I tried to get one of the presses myself, the printers myself.
uh huh,
Eh, Too expensive for my blood, so I found well 13 talked to me and told me go to Printer Fly, and that's where I went. And sure enough, was able to make them.
yeah,
You see,
yeah.
which is cool.
That's a really nice shirt. The details
Yeah.
you know, a lot of work that you've done for 13 has a lot of detail, a lot of funky detail. That's what I like about some of your work. You know, the detail that you put in there, I'll be like, okay.
Mhm. You know, currently working on Enema Squad. I did them before, uh, and I'm working on P Union. I've done them before. They always tap on my shoulder to get a drawing done.
Uh-huh.
Um, let's see, Skunk Mob. I did one for
Mm-hmm.
album cover. I did a couple of CD covers for Gabe, brother Gabe Gonzalez. Shout out to him for tapping me on the shoulder to get work done.
Oh yeah,
You know,
Gabe's a hell of a drummer, ain't he?
oh,
Yeah,
he a
yeah,
Funk All
serious.
Star. You know, you got to expect greatness. You
Yeah,
know, yeah, that's my dude right there. You
yeah,
know, he be doing it, boy. And we've been to a couple of venues with him. You know, playing. You
yeah,
see,
yeah,
and Funky Ball, that New Year's Eve thing over at Tony Cam's
yeah. He's
spot.
DJing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. And shout out to my brother Tony Cam. He had me do a couple of things. You
yeah.
know,
That's a nice one you did for Tony. The one that you drew of him that he put on
yeah,
the jacket. Yeah, that was awesome too.
yeah. I got one of those. Yeah, on the hoodie and on the tour jacket.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty cool. I even done a poster for him too. But you know what? You look, we got 1 minute left. I'm gonna let you have the last minute, okay? And let you spit out what you want to spit out to everybody. And I'm gonna hide away for a second. Let you do it. All right?
All right.
Here we go. Let me see.
Thank y'all for joining in, and it's a pleasure for me to be helping D'FunkaVinci filming his segment on Thursdays. Thanks to Zach for letting us do this, you know, and staying on his grind because we need something for us Funketeers and just you know things and people that he talked to, you know, things that we don't know because we continue to learn every day. You know, the world is crazy out here. So we got to do what we got to do to maintain this music world. It's awesome. The funkness is awesome. So I just want to say thank y'all for joining in. You know, I'm sitting here talking with Babe, just chatting funk on funk, you know, because we in that funky mode. You know, it was a pleasure meeting him. You know, God put him in my life. You know, we both funketeers and It's just awesome. So, all I gotta say is each day is a blessing. We'll see y'all next Thursday. Y'all have a good one. Be safe out there and watch what you're eating and stuff. Stay healthy and get them vitamin D's and all that good stuff. But peace out.
All right. That's what's up. And I really appreciate your presence up in here. And I'm gonna take everybody out with the dog. All right. So here we go. There we go. There we go. Peace funk forever. Compton love for life. And we're gonna keep those peace signs together, y'all, wherever we be at. You know what I'm saying? So next time, peace, love, and all the hair grease you can find. All right? So there you go. Love y'all. Thanks to 9 on the Grind TV and Zach Randolph. Peace. And Brother Mark.